Hello, and welcome to Havoc Wargaming, dedicated to bringing you the uncommon. For those of you who haven't met me, my name is Ron, and today we're going to do an after-action report of Rumbleslam by TT Combat. So let's get started. Haven't played any Rumbleslam in quite some time. Rumbleslam, for those of you who aren't familiar with it, is a game by TT Combat. It is fantasy wrestling. It's along the lines of something like Blood Bowl or Guild Ball. It's really a lot of fun. The biggest negatives I've ever heard about the game is when I try to promote it to people is they say, well, I'm not interested in wrestling games or wrestling. Neither am I, but this game is a lot of fun. And just like Guild Ball isn't very much like European football, or Blood Bowl that much like American football, neither is this so much like wrestling that you really need much of a knowledge or understanding or even interest in professional wrestling to enjoy it. That being said, it is my understanding that it is more enjoyable if you are. There's a bunch of inside jokes. There's characters in here that are based on wrestlers from the times of our youth. Some of them even I recognize. That is fun, but it's certainly not at all necessary. But what we're going to do is stop talking about the game and we're going to go to the gaming table. Welcome to Kaiser's Palace for another exciting night of rookie-on-rookie action. What an exciting night of skill, blood, and violence as these two rivals compete to see who will be victorious on the Rumbleslam map. These are both starting sets. In fact, they're the starting sets that come with the basic two-player set. The hard hitters consist of a Havoc brawler and grappler, a human brawler and grappler, and an ogre. And the green skins are a troll, a orc brawler and grappler, and a goblin brawler and grappler. Those are basically our two starting sides for this match. We're going to roll off golds. Humans. Okay, so initiative is going to originally go to the orcs. So they're going to place the first figure. And this is done by placing it on one of the corners next to the turnbuckles. These are the turnbuckles. And then they have to be within half of the table edge. Now, the game, you point this out by dosh. That's the money that they spend in the game. And if you had too many figures that went past the halfway point, those figures would have to come on later in the game. I think I'm placing these wrong. I think it's supposed to be one figure alternating back and forth at a time. I think that's how it works. All right, so that's the basic setup to start the game. Well, we first determine what character we want to activate first. Each side would choose, and then we would roll to see the order we're actually going to go in. You have to activate the character you suggested for that first, regardless of what else you roll. So for the humans, I'm going to go with the human grappler. And with the orcs, I think I'll go with the goblin brawler. So then we roll. So 3 coppers for the goblin. I get a 2, 3. So the human gets to go first. The human has the initiative. So the way this game works, the human grappler, this is his card here. These are the stats he has. It's all done through dice. So his attack is 1 silver, his defense is 2 silvers, his grapple is a silver and a copper +1, and his dex, as we just rolled, is a silver and a copper. The dice are copper, silver, and gold. Weight has to do with being thrown. Popularity is how much the crowd likes or dislikes him. Throw is how far he throws people. 4 here is his action points, and the 4 here is the movement. So for one action point, he can go 4 squares. He has special skills, which are leg lock and 450 splash, devastating. His crowd pleaser gains him a +1 AP. He's got 4 AP. For his first one, he's going to do a rope move, because that'll give him 5 move. So he's basically pulling against the ropes and being flung forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That wasn't enough. That was only 1 AP though. I'm gonna go. So he's moved no AP, no movements yet. So 1, 2. That's 2 AP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 3 AP. And he could move 2 more, but he's just going to stay there. So that's his move done. He has achieved pretty much nothing. The grappler, on the other hand, can do stuff now. The brawler, I mean. He's going to do his rope attack. It costs 2 to do it. The special abilities sometimes have different costs, and this particular one is 2 points to do it. He's going to spend 2 AP. 1, 2, 3. This could have been a normal rope attack because it's been stopped, the forward movement, by his target. But because I decided to do the action, the pin missile rocket, which, as I said earlier, costs 2 AP instead of 1, that the other thing would have just been 1. He's going to roll 2 silver plus 1 as his attack. So he rolls 2 silver plus 1, and he gets 5. That's pretty good. The defense of the human grappler is 2 silvers. And I need to beat 5. It's possible. I do not, though. I get hit, but it only does 1 damage. So 1 damage. However, that was just his second move. 2 action points and no moves. I could just brawl. I'm going to try to do a crowd pleaser, I think. He's going to try to rile up the crowd, because that'll give him a better attack. So for 3... Yay, cheer! He gets his crowd. That's going to increase his attack now from 2 coppers to a gold plus 1. And that was 3. He's going to go ahead and swing for his 4th. This is a brawl. He gets 5. Defense is 2 silvers. 5. He does manage to stop that. And 1 more. He could do that again, and he's going to get that plus till the end of the activation. So it was 2, 3, 4. He's got 1 last hit. Brawl again, this time another 5. And stops with another 5. Some people never learn. He's done. The next activation, I will go ahead and activate the halfling brawler. He's got 5 action points and moves 4. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to go ahead and try to grapple with him. It's copper plus 1. That's going to be 4. The goblin, he's not a grappler. He's going to attack, which would be 4. Goblin's going to defend with his defense of 1 copper. 3. So he gets hit, and that's going to do 1 point of damage. So this was 1, 2, 3. Still has 2 more. Why not do that again, right? Because it worked so well the first time. That's plus 1, I think. I think that counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could do that 1 more time. This would be a dirty trick if he does it again, because it's boring. He's going to try to do a crowd pleaser. And he gets it. He gets plus 1 AP and a plus 1 movement. Now it is their turn. Activate the orc grappler. And the first thing he's going to do is a crowd pleaser, because why not? Oh, not good. Okay, he fails to get the crowd impressed. So he's going to lose an action point, though that is technically next turn. He does not activate the crowd. He's got an action of 4 and a move of 4. So 1, 2, that's his second action. 3 takes him to there. He doesn't have a rope attack. So this is just a normal attack. It's 2 coppers. And he misses. Not off to a good start. 1, 2, 3. But he is a grappler, so he's going to go ahead and attempt to grapple. I can either try to grapple back, so it's 4. to nothing. So he grapples him. So he is grappled. That does 1 damage. So the halfling grappler moves for 4 and has 5 actions. So his first action we'll activate the grappler, goblin grappler. He's got 5 and 5. So he's gonna 1, 2. Boom. So this is an attack. It's a copper against a defensive 1. So that's another hit to the halfling grappler. That was 1, 2. We're going to do some grapple offs. That's 4, and that's a grapple. For 3, we're going to go ahead and do an attack. Nothing there. And 1 more. 1. One more point. This is going rough. So the goblin grappler has moved over. He's used the rope ability, the rope attack. Then he grappled, and then he punched, and then grappled. So he's managed to weaken him down. And now it's the human's turn. Not sure we can get anywhere. That's the human brawler. Moves for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move the orc brawler. He's gonna go. He's got 4 and 4, so he's gonna go 1, 2. That's his first. 3, or that would be 2. Actually, let's check and see what he's got. Okay, if I do 2 war as his rope attack movement, that'll do damage to other people too. That's not a bad thing to do. So that's what he's going to do. So that would be 1. The attack is 2, so that brings us up to 3. He rolls 3 copper plus 1 against the brawler, his main attack, human grappler, whose defense is 2. Wow. 4, so it only beats by 2. Thought that was going to be a bigger deal. But that attack, it does 1 point of damage to the human grappler. I think I do an extra point to the human. I think he does an extra point here. I think I'm reading that right. Which means that halfling grappler is almost out. And then the humans, or then the ogre. The ogre can't move very far. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And he's got 1 action to actually do something. And his special stuff all costs more than that. So he's going to go ahead and do his attack, which is a gold and a silver, plus 1. And that's the orc grappler. His defense is a silver and a copper. So, oh, nothing. 1 to 1. So that is nothing. That is his turn done. That is their turn done. The troll is also 3/3. 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh wait, that's not how that works. I did that wrong. Okay, that's the end of that turn. That takes us to... So now the initiative goes, flips around to the red. They're going to activate the goblin grappler, whose dex is 3 coppers. And we're going to activate the human grappler, as a silver and a copper. So we've got 3 to nothing. So it's going to start with the greenskins. And they're going to activate the grappler like they said. He's going to grapple. Grapple is 2 for him. And it is 1 plus 1. Ooh. That's a draw. He doesn't get his attack. He could grapple again, but he's going to strike. No, he's going to grapple again, because why not? Still nothing. This time he's going to strike. Attack is 1. It's 1-1. This time he hits, and that's going to be enough to knock him down. Technically, it's enough to knock him out. So he's down on his face with a knockout. That was 1, 2, 3. Still has 2 more he could do. So he's going to try to pick him up. It's not dirty because he's knocked out. For 1 AP, a wrestler may lift an enemy wrestler. So his grapple staff is 2. Goblin Grappler has picked up the Hobbit Grappler, and now he's going to try to throw him. His throw is only 2. He can't actually get him out, I don't think. But he throws him. Wow! Okay, there would have been a crowd pleaser if he had made it. But I don't think he can. Because his range is just too small. Yay, the crowd's loving it. Throws the Hobbit. It will be the Hobbit's turn now. The Hobbit has to try to do a crowd pleaser to wake up. He gets a boo, so that is not a crowd pleaser. And that means it's now the Greenskins' turn. The Greenskins are going to activate the Orc Grappler. The Orc Grappler is down to only 3 action points because of his failed crowd pleaser. He's a grappler, so he's going to try to grapple the Hobbit Brawler. Do I have any kind of special thing I can do? I can do a headlock. Why would I do that? Oh, because the target has a defense of 0 against Brawl. We'll do that. He's going to have 2 silver and a copper against 1 copper. So it's 4. Ooh, beats him by 4. That's a beatdown. Does an additional damage. So 2 points of damage. Now he's going to attack him with 2 coppers, and his defense is 1. Oh, he doesn't get a defense though. So that's a hit. And we'll do that again. Why not? Punch him again. And nothing. So that's his turn done. I think I'm going to activate the human grappler and try to grapple the Orc Brawler. So that's a 4. It's +1. Copper, silver +1 against nothing. Beats him by 4. That's a beatdown. Does an extra point of damage. 2 points of damage to the Orc Brawler. Now, I want to throw him against the rope and punch him. But I don't think I have what I need for that. Could punch him, right? He takes a lot of hits. So that brawl was 1 action. I will go ahead and punch him. My attack is 1 silver. His defense is a silver and a copper. Nope. Did not get him. Almost got a reversal. That's 2. Then I'm going to try to grapple him again. That's silver, copper +1 against 2 coppers. 3. All right, that worked. Didn't beat him by as much. Got 1 last one. I will just attack. But he has the advantage on that. Yep. Ooh. He did a reversal. Beating me by 5. Activation ends immediately. +1 damage. And shove 2. Oh no. That was a successful reversal. And now it's the Orc's turn. Actually, I should have gone this way anyway. That's the guy I was fighting with. Alright. Does he close? He could close, because he hasn't activated. Or he could go and throw the Hobbit out. I think he's going to keep fighting. So he's going to move 2 of his 4 spaces. He's going to grapple. Does he do a normal grapple? Yeah. So his grapple is 2 coppers against a silver and a copper +1. Ooh, not good. Ooh! It's another reversal. Also by 5. Activation ends immediately, does 1 damage and shoves 2. I'm going to knock him right back where he was and end his activation. All right. It's a fight going on there, huh? So now it goes back to the humans, to the heavy hitters, who are not nearly as heavy hitting as one may think. The Halfling Brawler, he has an extra AP and an extra move, is going to activate. He's going to attack the Goblin, and so that's with a copper +1, and this is the Goblin Striker who defends with a copper. Copper +1 to copper. So it's 2-0. So that's a hit. Then he's going to do that again. Same thing. It's another 1. If I do that one more time, it'll be a dirty trick, and I'll suffer for it. So instead, I think I may move. That was 2 APs. I'm going to move for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's his full movement. That's 3. Actually, I've got the plus. I'm going to move for 1 more. And the movement plus is gone. And what is his crowd pleaser? Wrestler. Oh, that's how he got those in the first place. I'm going to roll for another crowd pleaser. They love him. They've never seen the like. So he's going to have that plus again next time. That's him done. Goblins. That goblin went. That goblin went. I've got the Orc Grappler and the Striker and the big guy. The big guy's done nothing so far. Oh, can the Grappler throw the other guy? Yep. He's got 4 AP and movement of 4. So his first AP is going to be to pick up the Goblin Brawler, and then he's going to throw the Goblin Brawler for 0 AP at the Human Grappler. Whoa! Boom. This is live ammunition. Target wrestler must make a 3 dex roll. If the target passes the roll, target's unsuccessful. So his dex is a silver and a copper. He got a 4. He made it. So they miss. Regardless, the thrown wrestler takes a damage. He's knocked out. He is knocked out. We have 2 knocked out fighters now, and that one was knocked out by being thrown. But that was only his first action. Now he can move. 1, 2. And he's going to try to grapple. 2 silvers and a copper. Does he have anything special? He has a headlock. Yeah. That was 1. This is 2. This will be 3. So he's going to try to do the headlock. This is a grapple. The grappler is the human grappler. Is a silver and a copper +1. So the orc gets 2 to 4. It's a failure. All right, that's not good. With that, the orc grappler will punch, and it's just a punch and a defense, and that is a hit. So 2 more points to the human. This fighting is going rough. Now it goes back to the heavy hitters. The brawler, he's got 4 activations and 4 movements. So he's going to go 1, 2. That's 1 activation, 2 movements. And he's going to do a clothesline knockdown. This takes 2 actions, so this will be the only thing he can do. 2, 7 and a copper. It'll only do 1 damage. But if he's successful, he'll knock down the guy. This counts as an attack, so the defender, this is the Goblin Grappler, his defense is a copper. Oh, not good. Oh, but it's successful. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Knocks him down and does a point to him. That's his first hit point. Who do they got left? They just have the big guy. He's way over there. Big guys are slow. 1, 2, 3. He's coming for the ogre. The ogre might just go for him. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Yep, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. That's his full movement, and uses 1 AP. Then I'm going to do choke slam knockdown. 1 gold and 1 silver. This is a grapple. Does 2 points of damage. The big guy grapples at 3 silver. Big guys to big guys. So the troll gets 3. It's 4-3. Ogre wins. So he is knocked down. A bunch of the greenskins are presently on the ground. And he takes 2 points of damage, but this guy can take a lot. Oh yeah, he also regenerates. He's going to be hard to take out. And that is the end of round 2. So we go to round the 3rd. Decide who we're going to move first on the... I'm going to try to move the Ogre first, and they're going to try to move the Goblin Grappler. So the Ogre, his dex is 2 coppers. Goblin Grappler's dex is 3 coppers. So 3 to 4. Goblin's going first. Now he's just down, right? Yeah. So 1 AP stands him up. That comes off. He's going to move for 1. That's 2 activations. He has 5. So his 3rd activation is going to be to pick up the unconscious Hobbit. It's going to be 2 to nothing. He picks him up and then he throws him. And he throws him out of the arena. And that is a crowd pleaser. Because crowd loves that stuff. Wrestler's throw becomes 4 until the end of the next activation. Let's see, that was 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's his whole activation. Ogre. What's the Ogre going to do? Belly bomb is 3. Going to do it. 1, 2, and he's going to climb up here. That's his activation done. He climbs up on the turnbuckle. I could activate the Brawler. I could do a rope attack. Let's do that. He has a flying headbutt rocket. This costs him 2 APs. But it also does 2 damage. So the first AP is going to be to step there because he has to move. So it's 1 action. Then it's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. He makes it. Whee! Flying through the air off the ropes. It's 2 silver. So the defender, the Orc Grappler's defense is a silver and a copper. So it's 2 silvers against a silver and a copper. We got 4. Ooh, 4 against 6. So it does not work. Yeah, that's the problem with the Hobbit thinking he's going to do damage to an orc. Boink. That took 1, 3. He's going to attack now with a copper +1 against a silver and a copper. Ooh, not good. That's a miss, but not a reversal. That's the 2nd attack. Because the rope attack counts as an attack. So if I do a 3rd one, I have to roll a crowd pleaser to get permission to do it. Do I do that? So far I've done nothing to this guy. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do a dirty move. Oh no! They do not like the Hobbit trying to do the same thing again. They are not impressed, and his turn ends with him in shame. Shame! The Orc Grappler is going to get his... Well, does the Orc Grappler deal with the Hobbit who didn't hurt him at all? Or does he deal with the human Grappler who's a little more frightening and hasn't gone yet? So he's got 4 and 4. They both have 4, 4. He's going to do his headlock thing. 2 silvers and a copper against a silver copper +1. So that's 3. That's 5. Ooh. 5 to 8. So that is a successful headlock that does 1 damage to the human grappler who can't take much more. And that was only 1 action. So now for his 2nd action, he's going to punch the guy. And he cannot defend because of the headlock. So that's a success. That's another point. And the human grappler is knocked out. So why wouldn't I pick him up? So we have to roll dex on 2 coppers and we have to beat his weight, which is 2. We do not do it. We do not pick him up. Things are going badly for the humans. But now it's the human's turn. So I'm going to activate the human brawler. He's 4/4. I'm going to attack. That's a copper and a silver +1. And the grappler's defense is only 1 copper. That's the kind of thing we like to see. But not with that roll. None of them hit. Nobody does anything. But that's only his first action. So the second one, we're going to do it again. This time he gets a 2. That is successful. So he does 1 point to the grappler. Now, if I punched again, I would have to roll for a dirty, because I did the same thing 3 times in a row. So maybe I should grapple, but his grapple's not as good. And he's fighting a grappler. I guess I'll try to grapple. No, we'll go ahead and roll. Nope, they won't let him do the third thing. They are unhappy with the hard hitters being boring with their routines. I'm going to activate the Orc Brawler. He's going to move up to the Human Brawler. So that's one action. His second action is going to punch his face. Defense is 2, so this is 2 silvers and a copper against 2 silvers. Odds are not good. But it's successful. So that was 2. So we're going to try that again for 3. That time the Orc wins. The first wound to the Human Brawler. So it's the Human Grappler who is knocked out. So he has to roll a crowd. He gets it. So he gets 1 health back. And he stands up. Or he doesn't stand up, but he gets his thing back. But now he can stand up. So his one action is to stand up. And then he's going to grapple with the Orc Grappler, who so far has been doing really well and is better than him. 6 to 6. Nope, nothing. That was 1, 2. So we'll do that again. Hits him. That's for 3. Does 1 point. And then he's going to punch him, which is 1 silver to a silver copper. 2. That's another hit. Things are looking up. Not much. And that's the Human Grappler done. All of the heavy hitters have gone. We're going to activate the Troll. He's going to get up for his first action. He's going to walk over to the turnbuckle. 1, 2. And then he's going to try to pull the Ogre off the turnbuckle. So 1, we're going to do that. 2, that's a grapple. Grapple is 3 silver for him. And the Ogre's grapple is a gold and a silver. 6, to 5. So he is unsuccessful. But he'll try that again, because this is important to him. This time he got 6, and that will work. So, does it do damage? It does do damage. It does 1 point of damage to the Ogre. And it dazes him, whatever that means. Dazed. Makes the opposing player roll a crowd die. So we roll a crowd die for the Ogre. I got a cheer. I still have the Goblin Brawler who's out. He has to roll to wake up. And he does! He's like, yay! He's awake. Still on the ground, but he's awake. He's no longer unconscious. Gets a hit point back. Now it's the end of that. This will be round 4. We're almost done. We're going to both try to activate the big guys. So 2 coppers for the humans. 1 copper for the greenskins. And it is the humans. Humans go first. So we're going to do a turnbuckle action. This is going to be his whole action, because it takes 3 AP. It's a belly bomb bonanza, and it is devastating. It takes 2 gold, and has a range of 4, but I'm only jumping like 1. It's attack versus defense. So his defense, is 2 coppers and a silver against 2 golds. Not good. But I could just jump right here and use my impact to shove him back, which will give me the turnbuckle again. Allow me to get back up there. All right, because he has impact. The Ogre does not take out the Troll. And now it's the Troll's turn, because that's who I said was going to go first on their side. He should do Spinning Spinebuster. So that's 3 silvers. The grapple, so it's against the gold and a silver. So it's 2 to 4, it's failure. But it only took 1 point. So now he'll punch a gold and 2 silvers against a 3 silver defense. He does 3 to 4. He'll do that again. That's better. 5 to 3. That's a hit. It's another hit point to the ogre. The ogre doesn't regenerate. He's just not that kind of guy. The human striker is going to strike the ogre striker. It's not really a good idea. He's better than me. Well, technically this is an orc. In this case we're tied actually, so ooh. 5 to 3. Okay, it's not a reversal. That's just the first one though, so we can keep doing that. 2. Ooh, not with that kind of hit. That one is a reversal. So it was 5. Activation end is immediately 1 damage and shove for 2. So he does a damage to me, striking at him, and knocks me for 2. And ends my activation. These guys are tough. And it's now his turn, so he can come after me. Alright, so he's going to move. 1, 2. That's his first activation. His second activation is to smack me. He's got 2 silver and a copper, and my defense is just 2 silvers. I get 3, and he gets 4. So that's successful, man. That's another hit. He likes the way that sounds. So he's going to do it for his last one, too. At this time, he only gets 1 to 4. So not a reversal, but he's whittling me down. But I'm gonna smack him next turn. I'm gonna activate the Halfling Brawler because he's just crazy. So he's got a copper +1 against the Halfling Grappler, whose defense is a silver and a copper. So +1 to nothing. I think that's a hit. I think those pluses still count. I'm not sure. I'm gonna call that a hit. That's action 1. Action 2 is to do that again. 8 for 3. That's another hit. He's wiping this guy out. But he doesn't want to risk doing that again because he's been unlucky. So he's going to try grappling. That's going to go badly because this guy's a professional grappler. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a reversal. 4. Just activation ended. Well, it was going to end anyway. Not a big deal. But now I can activate that guy. And does he go for the hobbit or does he go for the human? I think he's going to go for the human because the human hasn't gone yet and is nearly dead. He's going to do his headlock because he likes it. So that's 2 silver and a copper. To my grapple, there's a silver and a copper. I get a 2. He gets a 3. That's what he needed. So he successfully grapples. Oh, that's all he needed actually. Because that knocks me back down. Knocks me out, I mean. Knocks me out. So now he can turn and smack the annoying little hobbit. So that's 2 coppers against annoying little hobbit's silver. It's 5 to 2. So that's a success. Annoying little hobbit is knocked out. Oh no. Now, that was 1, 2. He still has 2 moves to go. So he's going to try to pick him up. Which he does. So he picks up the annoying little hobbit and he's going to throw him. He can't throw him off the table. He's too far. So he's going to throw him to here. Whack. Boom. Hobbit throwing. It's my grappler's turn. He's knocked out. So he has to roll. He doesn't successfully roll. So he's still knocked out. And he went. I'm going to go ahead and stand up the Goblin Brawler. He's got 5 activations. He used 1 to stand up. He's going to move for 5. 1, 2. He's going to move to the end of the table here. That's his second activation. His third activation is going to be to pick up the hobbit, which he does by a lot. And he throws the hobbit off the table. Both hobbits have been thrown off the board. We roll. Yay! Everybody thought that was great. They love hobbit throwing. He actually still has a move. He has 2 moves. So yeah, he'll just go 1, 2, he'll hit over there. The other one hasn't gone. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna climb up onto the turnbuckle. That's his second. And he's gonna do, yep, takes a full 3, but he's got it. He's gonna do snot drop. So he's gonna jump. Wah! Over to the human brawler. He's gonna hit him for 3 coppers. This is 3 coppers. He gets 4. The human gets to defend with 2 silvers. And he does. So no big effect. It's a disappointing snot rocket. What a shame. And that takes us to the exciting final round. Round 5. Humans have initiative. I'm going to try to move the ogre first. No, I'm going to try to move the human grappler first before he gets thrown off the table. And they're going to move their big guy first. Okay, so the humans go first again. So I'm going to activate, as I said, the human grappler. He's got to roll a... Ooh, does not get his roll, so he is still down. That's going to cost. Well, it probably won't matter at this point. The troll is going to try that spinning spine buster because it sounds like so much fun. 3 silver. His normal attack is better. No, it has a chance of knocking him down. So we're going to do that. That's a grapple. The ogre's grapple is a gold and a silver. So it's 4 for the ogre and 3, so it's a failure. So he does not succeed with his first attack. How many action points did that take? It was only 1. That's the nice thing about it. He can do that again or something else. I think he's just going to punch. So that's a gold and 2 silvers against 3 silver defense. Punch. Only does 3. They get stopped for the 5. He is not having a good day here. He's going to go ahead and punch me again. Ooh, he gets a 6 to a 2. That's a beat down by 4. That's probably 2 extra points. So he does 2 points. That's not going to be enough to matter. Now I get to move. Should I try to throw the troll out? It's dangerous because I could fail. People could be unhappy about me. It's throwing out an awake guy it's considered dirty. I'm going to do the knockdown move. 1 gold, 1 silver. I lose the +1. It's automatically knocked down if I win. And it does 2 damage. His defense is silver, 2 coppers. I'm not going to win with that. I did. I rolled with a 1. All right, so that does 2 damage to him. But more importantly, it knocks him down. Which means my next strike is a plus. And this is just a punch. This is gold and a silver +1. Defense is 0. So I hit him for 6. All of that is above him. So I do 2 damage, and he is dazed. This turn's going well. I have to roll. I rolled a boo on the daze chart. He'd be down in AP and down in movement, but he's already activated. So the game will be over before that would matter. All right, that's my ogre done. So all I have is the human brawler. He's gonna move to the rope, and then he's gonna do a clothesline knockdown. This is 2 silver and a copper. It only does 1 damage, but it does do a knockdown. And this is against the orc brawler who defends with a silver and a copper. Ooh, not good. But it was enough. So, boom. Knocks him down. He's knocked down. That's not good. He's just knocked down and not out. That's two actions. I still have 2 more. So I'm going to punch him again. This is a silver copper +1. That's 7. He can't defend, so that beats him by 7. It does 2 more damage and it would have knocked him down. Now I'm going to do a grapple. No, I'm going to go ahead and roll. Yay! I can do a dirty action. I'm going to punch him again while he's down. And I got 1. That's still a point. So he's going to use his first action to stand up. And then he's probably going to hit me, huh? So he's got 2 silvers and a copper. I defend with 2 silvers. He got a 3. I got a 5. He's going to need to do better than that. 1, 2. So 3. Same thing again. Oh, that's a little better. 6 to 2. He beats me by 4. So he does 2 points of damage. That's probably enough to knock me down. No, it isn't. I'm not that bad off. I'm going to be, though. Does he try to do a crowd pleaser and punch me and do a dirty trick, or does he grapple? Yeah, he's going to do the crowd pleaser because he does more damage. He got nothing. So he can't do it, I don't think. Still gets to do it. They're ambivalent. I'm like, I don't know. We're waiting to see what happens. So he's going to hit me again. 3, and he gets 5, 6. 6. So that's a beat. It does another point of damage, but I'm still standing. I'm still standing. However, he still has a whole bunch of guys left. The goblin grappler is going to go. He's going to try to grapple me. And he does. And that's going to be enough to knock me out. Another one knocked out. Now he's going to lift me up, if he can, because he's a little runt. He can't lift me up. Well, he'll try again. He can't lift me up. So he doesn't pick me up. But the orc grappler is going to pick up the other one. He needs a 2. And he does. And he's going to throw me out. And he does. But he can only throw me 4. 1, 2, 3. So that's not out. It's over here. Throwing people around. He gets a crowd pleaser. What is his crowd pleaser? Wrestler's GRP becomes 3 silver plus 1 until the end of next activation. He's not going to get to do anything. Well, he could move. It won't matter because the tank game's going to end. So the last action is the little goblin who could. The little goblin brawler, he's going to go over, walk over. He's going to try to lift me up. He's got 3 coppers. He just has to do 2. He pulls it off. Has to beat a 3. He 1, 2, 3. So he's got one last try. He cannot throw me out. And the bell rings. It is the end of the 5th round. The highest dosh value of wrestlers remaining in the ring. Wrestlers that are knocked out but still in the ring are worth half the dosh. So that's Rumbleslam. That was a pretty fun game. Those teams were pretty well matched. There's a 50-point difference. I noticed I should have given some sponsorships, which would have helped offset that a little bit. But that's how the game plays. It's a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've played Rumbleslam yourself, or you're interested or have questions, please put those in the comment section down below. Also, if you have any further ideas for content you'd like to see us produce here on Cry Havoc Wargaming, we look in the comment section for those as well. If you've enjoyed the video, I hope you'll hit like, and if you'd like to continue to receive videos like this one that may help you determine how to better spend your time or money in your tabletop wargaming hobby, then I hope you'll hit subscribe and ring our notification bell. Till next time, cheers.